welcome to Otis Place. If you're new to the channel, my name is Otabi. Welcome. On this channel I make videos on natural hair, beauty and lifestyle. So if that's something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. So today I'll be showing some tips on how I've been able to grow my natural hair. Not just growing it, I've also been able to retain length and keep the hair healthy. These tips have really helped me, and I believe one or two things could be helpful to you in this video. Without wasting much of your time, let's start with the tips. Number one thing I did was learning how to care for my natural hair. There are so many resources out there. There are lots and lots and lots of YouTube videos that you can watch and pick one or two things. There are blog posts, there are books. So I set out to learn how to care for my natural hair, the basic things on how to care for the natural hair. So I think that's really helped me prepare my mind and know what to do and know what not to do. And I'm still learning every day. I'm still learning. The next tip is moisturizing. Moisturizing is so important. It is very, very important because our hair needs a lot of moisture in order not to break. If our hair does not have moisture, it will not have elasticity. And when your hair doesn't have elasticity, once it's stretched a bit, it just snaps and breaks. So you want to moisturize your hair often. A good moisturizer should have water as its first ingredient. Water is a very good moisturizer. So when you buy a moisturizer, check the label. Make sure water, aqua, H2O is the first ingredient on the list. Okay? And the next thing I did was to seal my moisture. I make sure that after moisturizing my hair, I seal in the moisture, because if I don't seal in that moisture, it's going to escape. So you either seal with a hair butter or a hair oil, whatever your hair likes most. See, this natural hair thing or hair journey in general, you have to experiment. The fact that my hair loves hair butters does not mean your hair will love hair butters, or the fact that my hair loves oils does not mean your hair will love oils. And there are certain types of oils that people react to. You need to try some of these things, listen to your hair and know what your hair likes the most. The next tip is hydration. As taking care of your hair on the outside, it is so important to take care of your hair on the inside. So you want to make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Lots of water. When I say lots of water, I mean you need enough water for your hair to be nourished from the inside, so that you have healthy hair follicles for the hair to be able to shoot out. So it's so important. Don't go a day without drinking your required amount of water. It is going to tell on your hair if you don't do that. And if you take your required amount of water, it is also going to tell on your hair. So I try as much as possible to drink enough water for hair growth. So the next tip is healthy nutrition. You want to make sure you're eating properly. When I say eating properly, I don't mean getting some exclusive diets and all that. What I just mean is that you're taking a balanced diet. You're having your fruits and vegetables, you're having your proteins, you're having your healthy carbs, you're having your healthy fats. I personally do not skip any food group. I believe everything in moderation is okay, and that has been working for me. So when you nourish your body very well, your body is also going to reciprocate by looking healthy. And when you're healthy and your body is functioning properly, your hair is going to grow, it's going to tell. But if you're malnourished, it is going to tell on your hair. You start losing hair. That's when you start having excessive shedding, start having very dry, brittle hair. So as you take care of your hair on the outside, it is very important to also take care of your body from the inside, so as to reflect on your hair. The next thing I do is cover my hair when sleeping. I use a satin bonnet to cover my hair. I just wear a satin bonnet. And when you're getting a bonnet, don't get one that has the elastic exposed. You want to get a bonnet that the silk or satin is covering the elastic. That way it does not brush on your edges and cause you to lose your edges. You know, just elastic alone resting on your edges over time could lead to hair loss. So you want to keep that in mind. Either you use a bonnet or you use a scarf. A scarf is good if you can keep on your hair, but I prefer using a bonnet because it stays put on my hair at night. The next tip is proper detangling method. I can't overemphasize the importance of this. When you want to detangle your hair, our hair shrinks a lot. You can see it shrinks a lot. It tangles is prone to tangling. So you want to make sure you do proper detangling. You section your hair to make sure that you're reaching every area properly, and you take your time. This thing needs patience. You take your time to detangle one section after another. That way you're not going to get lots of breakage. You're not going to get breakage in your hair. You're not going to stress your hair. Don't just get a comb and start yanking and yanking and yanking your hair in the name of combing. You want to take time and detangle the hair properly before doing any sort of combing. The next tip is that I do not detangle dry hair. Detangling your hair when it's dry is a recipe for disaster. You want to make sure your hair is at least a little bit damp. Just spritz some water or rose water on your hair, whatever you use. Detangle properly before going in with a comb or a brush, because if you go in straight with a comb and the hair is dry, when you're combing it, you actually be hearing the snapping of your hair, and that's hair being broken. Those are strands of hair that are broken. The next tip is patience, and I think this should have come in first. You need patience in your hair journey. A healthy hair follicle grows an average of half an inch a month. Half an inch a month. Some people are lucky their hair grows up to an inch a month, but averagely, if your hair follicle is healthy, it will grow half an inch a month. And when you calculate half an inch a month, 12 months, that's 6 inches in a year. So all those promises that if you use this product, your hair is going to grow 3 inches in 1 week, or your hair is going to grow 5 inches in 1 day, don't believe those things. Just know that your hair needs patience to grow. Don't be the kind of person who goes every day checking to see how long your hair is. You're really going to get frustrated. Just tell yourself that this thing takes a while. People you see with very long hair, if you ask them questions, they will tell you, oh, it has taken me 5 years to get here, it has taken me 9 years to get here, it has taken me some 10 years to get here, some it has taken them less than that. But know that your hair is not going to grow quickly overnight, so you need patience, guys. Scalp massages. I massage my hair, but not too much. I'm kind of tender-headed, so my scalp gets sore quickly, but just a little massage with some oil helps. I don't massage it for too long, a minute or two, and I'm done, because anything more than that, my scalp is going to get really sore. So incorporate massages into your hair care regimen. Make sure you massage your scalp, even if it's once a week. It's something, okay? The next tip is deep conditioning. Every time I wash my hair, I use a deep conditioner. A deep conditioner is different from your regular conditioner. You use a deep conditioner, and I personally just, after applying the deep conditioner, depending on the instructions on it, I cover my hair and sometimes sit under a dryer, but hardly. But most times I just cover a plastic cap and tie a towel, and it generates heat, and after the stipulated time on the instruction manual, I wash it off. It is so important because it helps the moisture penetrate your hair very well, and that way your hair is going to get soft and retain more moisture. It's going to get hydrated and will be less prone to breakage. And you want to balance between a protein deep conditioner and a moisturizing deep conditioner, so you should have that in mind. The next is that I use essential oils. Since I got to know essential oils, I've been so excited. Most people I know, I tell them, look, essential oils are really great, and they are great because they tackle your hair at a cellular level. Essential oils have the ability to go deep into your hair follicle and work. They just, some hair products just work on the surface, some are just absorbed a bit, but essential oils are absorbed deep into your hair, and they help with hair growth. They help stimulate your hair follicles for growth. Now I have some holy grail essential oils I've been using, and I'm going to share them with you in a separate video. I use them almost every day, and the way I use them is that I mix them in my hair butter. I mix them also in my hair growth oil. I make my hair butter myself. I make my hair growth oil myself. So that's where I mix my essential oils. Now I know that some people put them in their shampoos or their conditioner, but since I mix them in my hair butters, I think it will be a little too much for me to put them in my conditioner or my shampoo. That's just me personally, but hey, if you want to use them also in your shampoo and your conditioner, maybe just give it a try. But if you start feeling sensitive, so if you start feeling some sensitivity, I think you should just stop and use it on one side. Use them on one side, which for me, my hair butter and my hair growth oil. Essential oils are so good. If you've not started using them, use them. In fact, my holy grail essential oils are rosemary essential oil, peppermint essential oil, lavender, eucalyptus, and I just started incorporating lemongrass. Oh, and also I use tea tree oil. I just mix a little of this in my hair growth butter. I'm going to show you how I make my hair growth butter in my next video. So watch out. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe so that you're going to see that video. The next tip is that I do protective styling. Guys, I don't leave my hair out like this often, okay? It's mostly in a protective style. Either I put it in a bun and hide my edges, or I do a two-strand twist. I love two-strand twist, mini twist. I love them a lot because I can just sit down on my own and make them. So it is good to do a protective style. That's my go-to protective style, and it has really helped me in retaining length because I'm not manipulating my hair too much. When you manipulate your hair too much, it causes breakage. The hair gets tired, you know. It gets tired and just starts breaking off. So reduce the manipulation. Okay, guys. The next tip is that I choose who handles my hair. I don't let just anybody handle my hair anymore. I used to just like, okay, you want to make my hair, fine, I want to braid my hair, just go to anybody to sit down and braid. But now I give specific instructions. Please, I don't want it too tight. Please, I don't want this, I don't want that. And if the person is not paying attention, if the person feels she knows better than me, I just say, okay, thank you very much, let me go. Because I've worked too hard to keep my hair for someone to just come and damage it in one sitting. Because there's some people, there's some hairdressers who, I'm sorry to say, they don't really know how to handle hair. They just comb your hair anyhow, they hold it very tight, and before you know it, you start having bumps. And I told you I'm tender-headed. If my hair is held too tight, I start having bumps. So I now pick who handles my hair. I'm very choosy about who handles my hair. And if you see that your hairdresser is not handling your hair properly, I think it's time to change or have a talk with your hairdresser. And how do I know when somebody's not handling my hair properly? I know this because I got knowledge on how to care for my hair. When you start researching on how to care for hair, you will see healthy hair practices and the ones that are not so healthy. So you'll be able to know, you'll be able to tell when someone is not handling your hair properly. The next tip is that I do not use excessive heat on my hair. Since I went natural, apart from the heat I use when I'm deep conditioning, I have not used heat on my hair, and I do not intend to use heat on my hair anytime soon. Too much heat on your hair damages the hair. I don't want my hair to get damaged. Trimming. Now when I say trimming does not help. I hear some people say when you trim your hair, it grows better. And before I knew the importance of trimming, I used to say that does not make sense. How will you tell me to cut my hair for it to grow longer? How would the hair in my head, how would my hair follicle know that my hair has been trimmed so it should grow faster? But the logic behind trimming is that when you trim your hair, when you trim the damaged part of your hair like split ends, you prevent the damage from going down the hair shaft and causing more damage. If you notice that you have split ends, it's good to trim the hair. And when trimming, don't be scissor happy. Don't just go crazy with the scissors and start cutting. Remember, hair grows about ½ an inch a month. That's 6 inches of growth a year. So if you now trim your hair so often and you're trimming so much, your hair is just going to almost be at the same length every time. So trim when necessary and don't trim too much. You notice split ends, you trim your hair. I don't have a schedule where I say I trim my hair every 3 months, every 6 months. I trim my hair when it's necessary. I'm almost due for a trim. I'm going to trim my hair in a few weeks time, in about 2 weeks time. So that's what I do. I don't trim excessively, and if you trim excessively, you're not going to see growth. I'm not saying don't trim at all. Trim your hair, but not so often. I think once a year for me is okay. Or the thing is, when I just notice split ends, many split ends, I trim the hair. When I notice that the ends are getting unnecessarily tangled. Now there's a difference between just normal natural hair tangling and your ends being so dead and tangly. There's a difference, so you'll be able to tell that. So you should be able to tell that, so that you know when to trim the hair. Please take it easy on the scissors, okay? Okay, I set a goal for my hair. I wanted healthy hair, and setting the goal for my hair ties with having a healthy hair care regimen. I have a hair care regimen that I follow, not strictly, but I follow it, and it has helped me a lot. Your hair journey is it's different from the next person's. Your hair is unique, your hair is different, so learn to take care of your own hair. Don't look at somebody else's hair and wish you had hair. Like, okay, yeah, you can wish, you can see it as goals, but don't get obsessive about it. Don't say I want my hair to be like this, so you do everything in your power. What I wanted was my hair to be the best version of itself, my hair to be the healthiest it could be, and I think that is a more healthy approach than comparing yourself with somebody and wanting your hair to be like that person. The next thing to note is that hair takes time to grow. I said earlier that you need patience. You really do need this patience. It takes time, it takes a while, so please exercise that patience, because the changes are subtle, and because you see your hair every day, you inspect your hair every day, your hair is with you every day. Because those changes are subtle, you do not see the difference. That's why some people advise that you take pictures. You take pictures regularly, so that you actually see how your hair has progressed over the years. Know that everybody's hair grows. It takes a while to grow, and I wish you a healthy hair journey. These are all the tips I'm going to be sharing. These are things that have helped me. When I try other things, I'll be sharing on the channel. So if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. Subscribe so that you get more videos whenever they are posted. When you subscribe, there's a bell by the side. Click on it, select the all options, so that whenever new videos are posted, you get them quickly, you get notified. Please comment on the video, share, like, subscribe. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.